Happy Sunday. What a beautiful day to be alive. I'm here in Concord, North Carolina, which is north of Charlotte, and I'm hanging out here with Nancy. Now, Nancy is one of my earliest subscribers from the very beginning.
Hi.
Yeah, say hi, Nancy. Say hello to Nancy. Yeah. And so she did a shout out, and she told me when I was in Huntsville, Alabama, she said, "Hey, I'm 483.3 miles away from you." And I thought, well, yeah, that's wonderful. So I'm up here to see Tony Hill, but Tony's on a workshop with his yoga all weekend. So Nancy came down from Virginia, and so we're here hanging out, getting to know each other. More P people, just power to the P people. It's really cool. We have so much in knowledge in common, and it's just been really a beautiful, wonderful opportunity for us to actually be in communion and talking and hanging out. We've just really been enjoying each other's knowledge. And so I'm going to introduce Nancy. She's been doing 5 years of urine therapy, so I want her to tell her experience and her story. So I'm going to turn it over to Nancy.
Hi. I was looking at a water distiller and making a change for that in my life because I didn't have good water, and then I discovered all the different sites about urine therapy. And at the time I had a hernia that had just broken out in my body, an inguinal hernia. And so I started doing the urine therapy immediately. I'm an organic gardener, and so my diet was already quite clean. And I couldn't do anything else because of the hernia, and I just watched video after video, and then I found them to be true in my life, and that my testimony for urine therapy is the same as so many testimonies that I've heard. And I'm continued to learn more and more about urine therapy and the importance of the aged urine and massage and how it goes into the skin. And I fell in a sinkhole, and I hurt my...
Move over a little bit because I see the shadows right in your face. There you go.
And I hurt my leg, and I had 5-year-old urine that I'd been saving up. I don't know why. I never used it because it wasn't until I heard from Casey about really using it and started exploring it. And so I used it as compresses, and I wrapped it around my leg, and I believe that it was the help to it curing so fast. And that's my story.
Yeah. So here she is, 5 years in, and she uses on your vegetables, right?
Tell
them about your organic.
It's a must, right? And the organic for bugs on my squash plants and everything, and any plants that were wilting. Because of that, I use about 20% of the urine and then fill up the rest of the container with water. And all the plants love it. I think anyone who wants to know if urine therapy would be good, they would just see how the plants, their leaves are so beautiful, and all my orchids are blooming, and my Christmas cactus is blooming, and I think people that drink urine are also blooming in this knowledge.
It's true. Now, I had the privilege twice today with front desk people. We stayed in a hotel in Charlotte last night, and we checked into one here in Concord so we could be closer to Tony's house. And in both occasions, I opened up the dialogue with the people at the desk, and both of them couldn't wait to get and start watching YouTube videos. Am I joking?
No, it's the truth. It is the truth. And they were so grateful to hear the knowledge, and they both said they needed it today, the day they received it, and they were kindred spirits.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I took, she wanted a selfie with me, She wanted my card.
Right.
She wanted to tell her husband all about it.
Right.
She wanted to tell, you know, she was ready to tell the world. I just love how this
Start
works.
drinking, maybe.
Yeah. You know, so you know, I tell you these stories to really assure you that, you know, hiding out isn't the answer. You really need to be upfront with people and talk to them about it. You know, we get embarrassed or you know, all that thing, and that's wrong. It's just incorrect thinking. We really should be excited and sharing this knowledge because people are hungry for it, really hungry for it. And by us not sharing, what we're doing is assuming. We're assuming that these people aren't worthy or that they will poo-poo on your pee-pee if you talk about it. Bullshit. You got to get over yourself. You got to be open and free because it is one people, one voice. And we need to be strong with this. And we are strong. That's the whole name of the game. That's the whole mission here, is to really find out how strong we are as individuals and as a collective. Now, I got a call today from James. Now, this is the guy who gave me a shout out in northern New Mexico where I stayed for 4 nights. And, you know, his whole life, and he told me today, he said after I left, he just had this whole surge of greater experience and knowledge, because when I got there, things weren't going well with his experience with his wife and different things. And so I asked him, and he's turned it all around, really in a big way. And so it was so heartwarming to hear that. You know, it's just like, you know, you go, bro. You know, so this is life. This is how it really works in real time. And if you really want to know how much people have in their hearts and how much they love each other, get them drinking tea. Trust me, they'll wake up in a big way. It's a great awakening. So, you got anything else you want to add?
Well, also, it's Casey's energy that both girls said that they felt, and just the radiance from him standing on the other side. I mean, they were drawn to that clarity, and I think that the washing of our pineal gland and the washing of our body brings that radiance about.
Yeah. Fluidity. Yeah. Instead of having it all, you know, calcified, it's
right.
Fluidity. You just glow with the flow. So, with all that being said,
Right.
I really hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. Always keep your peace together. And boom! You just been loved. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Nancy.
Bye.